They're holding the ladder for him.
Marcus Everett all the way up. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Holy shit.
He chose poorly.
Hey, spank monkeys, take your hands off your meat sticks and pay attention. The show is about to begin.
Wait for the bus. Shama, you know it. I'm in the bed. I'm ready to go home and do the work. Oh, wait on it. Say hi.
Now I'm going to show you something that is going to totally blow your rocks off.
Hi. How are you?
I think you guys got a new band happening here.
Hey guys! Oh, big go, huh? All right. I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. If you have a problem, turn off your station.
Yeah.
What's up?
What is going on?
How you doing? Good?
I'm good. Just got back from the gym. Feel great. Pumped up. I had some pre-workout. And then when we're done, I'm gonna post in my pants workout. It'd be fantastic.
Pre-workout?
Yeah.
After you were done.
No, I had that before to get me pumped for my lift. And I'm feeling good right now.
Well, we're gonna do this thing tonight, just you and I.
The Outsiders.
The Outsiders.
That's why I'm one with the shirt.
I didn't even have time to change.
No? Were you working from home?
No, I was out of town today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good, man. Well, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out tonight for a bit.
We have Valentine's Day on Friday. So Jay is taking Jeannie out to dinner tonight. This is probably the first time he's proactively ever done something before he should. So write this date down.
Congrats, Jeannie. And congrats, Jay. That's awesome.
Not only is he 2 days early, but he comes early in bed as well.
That's why he has 2 kids. Yeah. Have a good night, guys. And we'll see Jay next week.
And just so you know, everyone in the chat, all 28,000 of you, as you stare into the eyes of your beloved life partner on Valentine's Day, remember that it's Boner Jams' birthday as well.
Oh, shit.
So it's a win-win for everyone. Just tell her to brace herself.
Literally the worst day of the year. Not because it's my birthday, but it's Valentine's Day is just a huge pile of shit. really is.
You walk into the stores and you see all the heart-shaped shit and flowers and balloons and chocolate. It just makes me want to jam my largest finger down my throat and vomit right there in the store.
It's true. Plus, I have like PTSD for my birthday being Valentine's Day and just growing up and all the little like Valentines and the hearts and the pinks and the reds and all the magenta shit. And, I'm a Halloween kid and it's just like the complete opposite of who I am. So it's, pretty shitty.
There you go. Jimmy Biter's in the chat. It's negative 12 degrees yesterday in Montana and he's sporting shorts.
Is he sporting shorts and a parental advisory skull cap?
Yeah, it was the first time I've ever seen that before.
I love it. I wonder if you ever see Harry Potter, the first one?
Never seen any of the Harry Potters. I've been to Harry Potter World, but I've never read the book or seen the movie.
No.
Yeah, I'm ruined.
Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. But it's okay. because we can
Enlighten
definitely, yeah. So I always think Jimmy Biter is like Professor Quarrel, like because he's always wearing this like turban. Because
And
really,
he's got his nuts hanging out of his shorts.
well, that's who he's got testicles hanging out. But no, in the back of his head, Voldemort, he who will not be named, is back there. So I wonder if Jimmy Biter takes off his skull cap, that Voldemort is there to say hi.
I think you're right.
Yeah. So
The
curious.
Nibbler.
Has anyone seen Nibbler without a skull cap? Because I haven't. I would like to see it. I bet he's got the most glorious bouffant ever.
I bet he has dreads and they're just like curled up, and then he puts the skull cap on over the top of it.
He's like Monkey from Corn with like the
Yeah.
longest dreads. Yeah. It's gonna be
Gnarly.
great. Love it. Oh, speaking of, the Nibbler is here. Looking at
20
their night
below.
below zero. Dude, I am so fucking done with winter. I don't know how what's the temperature in Yakima?
It's 22 right now. It was 12 this morning when I was on my way to my destination.
Aren't you fucking done with winter? But you like skiing in that cold shit though.
Yeah.
So like what's your thoughts? Are you done? You done with winter? You ready for spring? Or you're like, no, I'm in the throes of winter. I'm good.
No, I'm kind of like you. Partway through February, I'm ready for spring.
Yeah. The only thing that's all right about February, it's only 28 days. Thank God. And whoever created the calendar is obviously from the northern hemisphere, because the southern hemisphere people, it's like, oh, it's summer, it's so nice, but you get fucked. You only get 28 days of summer in February.
Mhm.
Well, it just like expedites the shit until we can get into March. So thank
Mikey
God.
Mojo's 13 degrees in Jersey, 6 inches of snow.
Yeah. It's terrible. What's
Quentin,
up,
no one cares what the temperature is in Louisville.
What's up, Mojowski?
It's good to see you, Mikey.
Love Mikey. Mikey's the man.
So what's going on in the Beesman camp?
I was just recently, I told Steven this and we talked about it briefly, but I got some guys, some people, some awesome little surprises, little treats I can't wait to send out in the mail.
Brian is a gifter, not a
Yeah.
grifter. A grifter is someone that takes gifts from people. But Brian is a gifter. He likes to give. I think Brian, I don't want to say gets off, but gets joy from presenting things to others, which I know that's true because that's the way he is.
I do. And so I saw something online and I'm like, you know what? I can do something fun with that. So I don't want to ruin the surprise. I showed actually Kurt something I purchased for our friend Footcake Tony that I'm going to send to him, and he's got to unbox live, and I'm super excited. Like, I'm just pumped already to see his reaction when he receives it. It's going to be awesome.
I'll save it for the show.
Yep, and then I'm going to send one to Kurt. I have one for Jay and Jeannie. They're going to love it. And
when are they coming?
I have them already in my house. I showed Brody. He laughed. He cried. We hugged. It was an emotional event. So hopefully, I'll send it out probably in the next couple of days. So next week, you guys will have it. And then you're going to be like, holy shit, you wasted your money on this? Like that. That's what's going on.
I'm sure it'll be good.
It's going to be funny.
This just in.
What do we got?
What I'm most proud of, besides my birds or the Eagles, because there's 5 teams that are named after birds, winning the Super Bowl is 18 Eagle fans got arrested for stealing a telephone pole that night. Did you see this?
No. No, I did not see it. What happened?
They took a fucking telephone pole and just walked down the street to Benjamin Franklin Way.
Is that really Benjamin Franklin way?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Probably, right? Isn't Ben Franklin from Philly?
Yeah. It took 18 of them to carry that big old schlong.
Like, I wonder what just went through the. Oh, speaking of schlongs, wonder what was going through their minds. They're like, you know what? We won. Instead of having a drink, let's fucking tear down this this pole and let's just walk down the street holding it. And everyone's gonna be like, man, you got the biggest dong ever. And all these, it's gonna be fellatio fest, just oral pleasures being distributed. Guess what? Nope, didn't happen at all. So
Are you talking about his words, Mikey, or his cranium?
my cranium. Oh, Stephen Franklin. I haven't seen Stephen Franklin's sexy
Stephen
ass in a
Franklin, what's up, bud?
long time. Where have you fucking been, Stephen? I've been asking everyone. I'm like, has anyone seen Stephen Franklin around lately? And had no response. So it's good to see you, man. Glad.
Hopefully he's been blowing out backs.
And
So speaking of foreheads, you know, my daughter got married 2 weeks ago.
yes,
I was looking at some pictures. I'm starting to get a big forehead.
you're starting to rival me. I think it's kind of like, you know how when women hang out with each other and their like menstrual cycles start simulating or assimilating with one another, and they'll go through that time of the month together. When we've been doing the shows the last few years, Kurt has been staring deeply into my 5 head. And now he's like, you know what? I think I'm going to rival Boner James's, aka Beesman's 5 head. And look at it's just tremendous. So
Next thing you know, I'm going to have huge pecs.
well, soon. I just got an awesome picture from Jimmy. Made me feel good. Yeah. Actually, I was just at the gym. I did not do chest tonight because I'm a little sore. So I just wanted to take chest off, but I did everything else, little full body.
So, Steve Brand, when you're a child, you have a 4 head, and as you become an adult and it gets bigger, it becomes a 5 head. And then when you're bald, it's a 6 head. Right?
True. Yeah. You know, especially when people like bick their head and they have no hair up top. So basically their forehead starts from the back of their neck and it just goes all the way to like the tip of their nose.
My favorite feature is when the back of the neck looks like a pack of hot dogs.
That's unfortunate. It really is. Actually, I have like a fold in the back of my neck. I don't know, or back of my head, and I'm not sure why. And people are like, oh, that
Like a
happens.
clit?
It just looks like a monstrous clitoris. And so I besides like fingering it, I decided to grow the back of my hair out to cover it because I'm very self-conscious about the clit in the back of my head. So
When Beesman goes to the barber and he hits it with the clippers, he starts curling his toes from the vibration.
Tremendous. Speaking of clits, Jimmy's here, everyone. Optimist Rice says, hey, everyone, my friend Angelo's gay. He just told me. What's up, Jimmy? Good to see you.
My boyfriend's in the chat as well.
Which one?
The gavel, the
This
black
guy?
robe, the judge.
And
I love me some judge.
He spells Kurt wrong. Fucking
I know.
Joe. Jesus Christ. The I thought when you become bald, it was called a dick. Yeah. Yep.
Judge, what are you drinking tonight? Hopefully it's straight bourbon.
Tit milk, like we were talking about last week.
Delicious.
Shit. I was gonna say something. Hold on,
I know I probably interrupted you.
Oh, Jimmy's here. Jimmy, good to see you. Glad you're here. I have a little gift coming your way, and I'm so excited for you. Like when you get it, you're gonna have to time face me because I need to see your face upon the opening of said gift. It's gonna be great. Speaking of also another amazing spelling of Kurt's name, we have the Mojowski here with the 1999 super duper chat. Congrats, Lurt. Great picks. Look likely an amazing trip. Let's get some funds back into the guitar fund that was emptied. Thanks, Mikey. You're the man.
Appreciate it, Mikey. Yeah, it was a great wedding. Brian, I think I sent you some pictures yesterday.
You did.
The pretty bougie wedding.
I wouldn't expect that from the Hennings, you know?
We had fucking fireworks on the beach during the reception. And my buddy that was there, he was like, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, because he knew it was expensive. Every time one went off, he's like, "There's $1,000. There's another $1,000." William, my daughter got married. She is now carries the last name of another man.
How does that make you feel? Does that bother you, or you're just like, I'm resigned to it and you're fine?
Well, they've been together since they were 13.
What?
Yeah,
13.
since middle school.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So he's kind of always been part of the family. And he's 26, she's 25. It was kind of like it was time, you know, so it wasn't a surprise or a big buildup. Maggot. I said maggot.
You did. That's
So
amazing.
anyway,
So basically, half their lives they've been together.
yep.
God bless.
And his grandpa was my dad's best friend in high school.
His grandpa was your dad's best friend?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And my mom and dad introduced his grandma and grandpa.
No shit.
Yeah.
So some family ties that binds. Like it.
Yep. So it was kind of cool to see them link back up in Mexico during the wedding, talking about old times, Vietnam, and pounding beers and smoking cigarettes in the 60s.
That's great.
I just got John Deshane excited about Vietnam.
You
He's
did.
probably half flaccid right now.
What's up, John? No, that's great, man. I'm
Yeah.
glad. Is everyone back feeling good? Everyone's just back to normal.
Still a little sick,
Really?
but it's all good. Yeah. Here we got someone important in the chat tonight. Quentin James of Guitar Talk Universe. Make sure you guys check out his show he does with Steve Brand, who's also in the chat. Friday nights.
Yeah.
The Guitar Talk Universe is brought to you by Running Springs Apricot Massage Oil. So use discount code RP360, get 15% off a gallon of massage oil. Tell him Quentin sent you.
What's good, Quentin? Hope you're doing well, bud. I love Quentin. He texts me, he sends me stuff all the time. So I'll be working and trying not to be pissed off, and then I'll read something pretty amusing. So
I feel bad because he calls me in the middle of the day when I'm working, and I can't always take it.
it's all right. He understands.
Yeah.
He knows we love him.
He's got a job. He's busy. He knows what it's like.
Yeah. Definitely.
His job is Facebook.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's
Update his Facebook page.
his book face. Just fucking putting out pentagrams all over the devil's news feed. Fucking evil place it is.
Oh, so what do we got going on tonight?
We're gonna shoot the shit. We got some topics we want to go over. I had a lesson last night with Xander, and I've been talking. I've been working on writing some shit, and for about 40 minutes last night, we worked on a breakdown in my song. Gave me some feels. It's very Gojira-esque, but worse. I mean, it's really good. I'm really proud of it. So it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun working on putting shit together. And I don't know everyone in the chat, everyone who plays guitar or who writes stuff, but there's times I'm sitting and I'm working on a part where I think I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool, but maybe I can make it better. And all of a sudden, an hour and a half, 2 hours goes by, and I've just been noodling with the same riff. And then I keep trying to add different shit to it. It's like, oh, do I put a gallop here? And then I'm trying to make something like super, super crazy, and then it sucks. So
Yeah, you want to go with your feeling, right? And just let it naturally, add whatever flair you got going on at that second.
yeah,
But sometimes that doesn't happen.
no. So I don't know if anyone else has that issue, but I don't know. It's just pretty interesting where you can work on something and make it worse because you're just trying to add too much. Because a lot of guitarists are trying to like write something, and it's like, yo, you hear that's fucking dope. But also, you want to write something that's cool and that's catchy, which will bring me to discussing the new Dream Theater album. But I don't know. It's pretty interesting. So, what Steve Brand said, never gallop. I'm galloping. I have a part. This breakdown, the chugging is galloping. It's the shit. And when I have it done, you're gonna like it, Steve. I
We're
promise
all
you.
gonna hear it.
All gonna hear it.
Maybe you need to pound a pumpkin beer before you start playing to loosen up your inhibitions. Just take some shit off your chest, loosen up a little bit.
Yeah,
That could be a bad thing.
definitely. I just can't drink pumpkin beer now, though. Anyone who knows me, like I'll drink. Maybe I'll start drinking some spring ale, like the like Cold Snap.
Not even spring yet.
I know, but Cold Snap. Spring is coming, right? Soon.
You're trying to get rid of it. Get rid of the winter.
The judge says, Boner James, I know you don't care, but a little theory would help just to open your horizons without wasting time on stuff that's never going to work. Just my 2 cents. So thank you, Judge. And
I am super chat, Judge.
I am working on theory. Xander has taught me like all different modes, like the Phrygian and major scales, minor scales, working on a lot of different stuff. So like yesterday, part of my riff, he's like, you should change this because if you go, you should go like 3-1 on the E string, which since I'm playing everything in drop B, the B string, and he's like, you should go 3-1 instead of 3-2 because musically and sonically it just doesn't sound right. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, I am learning theory, and it's definitely helpful.
That's just in. Patty Dill.
There she is. What's up, Patty?
What's up?
Good to see you. So before we get to some other topics, go ahead, man. You're gonna say something.
I saw Xander's new guitar today.
Which one? The V?
The Flying V. Badass.
He's got his initials
I love
on.
that.
You know, you're fucking dope when you have your initials on some shit. Like it's all spray painted.
Yeah, and he took out the neck pickup and ripped out all the electronics, and the thing's badass.
It is.
You kind of know I've Flying V is one of my dream guitars. If I didn't have the opportunity to get a natural finish one, I would definitely do white. So the one he's got's badass. Oh, AJ, hey.
What's up, AJ? You sexy fuck you.
So anyway, if you talk to Xander, tell him I love his new Flying V. I think it's sick.
I will. I bet he's watching right now. He just creeps in the shadows because he always talks to me about the show and you'll mention something. So he's probably watching. So everyone say hi to Xander. He's around.
And I noticed, and maybe I didn't notice this in the past, but his tattoo work up his neck, is that new?
He I think he had it done last year. Yep. So he's had it for about a year now.
That shit looks like it hurts.
Probably doesn't tickle because
It's like painted on.
Yeah. So he has that, and AJ has neck work as well.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Balls. Yostinator. Beesman Yostinator's coming to Yakima in May.
Is he?
I'm hoping. I told him last night, let's hook up for lunch while he's here.
The Yost with the most. You're gonna hang out with him. That'd be good.
Yeah, I'd love to meet him.
That'd be
Son
great.
of a
I think
bitch.
I might go down to down south at some point next month. Seven Dust is playing in Myrtle Beach. I'd like to go. So maybe
Are
I'll
you
fly
going to the
down.
Marilyn Manson show?
No.
Aren't they playing in Myrtle Beach too?
Yeah, I think in some point in the summer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And going down to Myrtle Beach in the summer is not so fun. It's just a tourist trap and it's fucking hot as balls. So I like where
You
I
don't like
am.
hot balls.
No, I'm not a huge fan of hot balls on my face. I'm so yeah.
Speaking of
true,
concerts, I haven't
What's
seen
that?
that. Your taint.
Oh, you haven't? I'll send it to you.
Did you see the final show coming up in July?
I did. Which would be
Let's chat about it.
interesting. Absolutely.
Back to the beginning. So
I re-
obviously this is the Black Sabbath crew.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see what this format looks like. I mean, is Ozzy going to be able to do more than 2 songs?
Dude,
I
I
heard
don't
he
know.
can't even like walk.
Can't even walk. Well, he couldn't walk 15 years ago either when you stay on stage, but like
He used to piss
I don't
himself. Did you know that?
I still do. What do you mean?
He
Used to.
he on stage he would just piss, and then one of the crew people would bring him a bucket of water and he'd dump it over his head to like rinse his body. And the stage would just be riddled of urine and toilet water. Did you know that?
No, are you serious or are you just fucking with me?
Yeah. In the chat, let me know if you've heard that same story. But he would literally just piss himself while he's on stage, and then someone bring a bucket of water and he'd dump it over his head to rinse off his clothes.
All right, so he'd be mid-song.
The Prince of Darkness. Mid-song, Prince of Darkness, urine.
The Prince of Piss would be just mid-song,
Prince Albert.
just urinating, and then someone comes out and just dumps water on him. No fucking
They'd hand him a
way.
bucket and he'd just dump it over his body. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, see?
Interesting. Like it's like
Yeah.
how I pee in
Anyway.
the pool.
At the
I do
gym.
all the time. At the gym, pool, everywhere. It's fantastic. But yeah,
So we got July 5th.
Mhm.
This is, I think, Europe, right? Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham, England, not Birmingham, Alabama.
Alabama, okay. So Black Sabbath / Ozzy Osbourne. So I'm assuming maybe he'll do some solo stuff.
I don't know.
Piss of darkness. That's funny.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's interesting.
But
Like,
pretty cool. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, it's an amazing lineup. Like, I feel with me, yeah, of course, I respect Sabbath and Ozzy, but it's not really like I don't remember the last time I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna listen to some Sabbath right now. I just don't. But I listen to Metallica and
Yeah.
Pantera and Gojira and Alice in Chains and Lamb of God and Mastodon all the fucking time. So that's pretty
Anthrax.
amazing. Anthrax, yep.
And then the B-list boys down below. There's a lot of your hot favorites down there.
Oh,
Billy
David
Corgan.
Oh, Billy. William Patrick Corgan.
Duff McKagan. Fred Durst. Who else is on there? Who's the dude from Ghost? Papa V.
Papa Emeritus. What's his name? The Tobias Forge is the dude from Ghost.
Okay.
Kurt, do me a favor, bounce out and come back in because your internet's cutting out.
Jack.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. No, Now Kurt's gone when leaving this. Hello. So let me see if I can get this fucking thing off my face. Oh, Kurt's coming back, so we're all right.
Is that better? Testing.
Yeah, you sound better.
All right.
Jesus.
Anyway, pretty cool. Wolfgang Van Halen, Tom Morello, the Hagar of Sam.
Sammy's gonna be there. You know what? Actually, the other day I was meaning to tell you I was watching
Your boy.
it was like 2-hour episode of Van Halen talking about like their top songs, and I don't know, we'll get to that, but it was pretty interesting because I didn't know half the shit they were discussing. So
What was it on?
like Vice or something like that. Like
Oh, okay.
yeah. But it was pretty cool. Well, would you go if that show was anywhere around here? Would you go to that?
I would. Let me pull this back up. I would like to see Metallica, Pantera, Alice in Chains, Anthrax, Mastodon.
Yeah.
That's probably it. I don't know about some of these other slapdicks.
Jonathan Davis.
Sammy would be cool, but I've seen him solo. I prefer him with Van Halen. What I saw on here, Jakey Lee. Is he in here?
Yeah, he's in there. He's right under David
Jakey
Draymond.
Lee. Yep. Fresh off a drive-by shooting. He'll be there. Remember Jakey Lee got shot.
I remember. I remember. He's doing well. How do you have fucking Fred Durst in front of Jonathan Davis? Like, what's going on right now, people? Fucking Jonathan
Rudy
Davis
Sarzo.
is like a god. Rudy Sarzo. Lizard, I have protein shake as my dinner from the gym. It's got creatine, semen, and other splendid nutrients for my body. Yeah.
What about you? Would you go?
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, dude. There's like so many bands or people I'd be into. Like I've seen Slayer before, and I know if people are like, I'm not a Slayer fan. You gotta respect Slayer, dude. Like they put on a good show.
Yeah.
So Slayer would be awesome. And fucking Gojira, the Grammy-winning Gojira. Like, come on now. But Mastodon is just there's 2 bands out right now that I think this is just me, a little underrated, like from like my bands, like Gojira and Mastodon. Like they're so fucking good. I don't know why they're not bigger. They're so good. Like especially Mastodon. The musicianship, so good. Plus I have a bromance with Braun.
They have
Me and him are
a core following, I think, a big following. I think Mastodon and Gojira have a core following. And there's just that mainstream piece that their music doesn't relate to everyone. Yeah. That's probably what's keeping them from being huge.
Yeah. They're so good, man. Both of them. And just like when I saw them last year together, it was epic. So, but yeah, I would absolutely go to that show. Plus, like one of my dreams for me, like I would really love to meet Jonathan Davis. Like he is, I don't know. I definitely would get teared up. I would tear up if I met Jonathan Davis. I would. I mean, I was 13 years old, Korn coming out. I was super impressionable. So, hell yeah, R2. I know R2 loves Gojira. He respects them a lot. He'll be playing some stuff. So,
in the chat, would you go see that show if it was closer? I mean, they should do a second spin-off on it in the United States, but Maybe it's just because Black Sabbath's from Europe. I don't know.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, was there Pearl Jam? What's up, Jeannie? Shouldn't you be eating dinner right now? But I appreciate you stopping in. Sans your husband. Tell him I said hello. There was nothing about Pearl Jam or Eddie Vedder or anyone else, right?
No. But while we have Jeannie here, we got a segment.
Do it.
You hear it?
I don't mind sleeping bread from the mouth of the goddess. I can feed on the powerless when my cards already over there. Yeah. Spices on the table, the fire's cooking. And they're farming babies, the slaves are working. The fun is on the table, the mouths are joking. I'm going hungry. I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of the goddess. I can feel the powerless when my god's already overfilled. Things on the table, the fire's cooking. And they are farming babies, our slaves are working. And that's on the table, the mouths are joking. I'm going hungry. Going hungry. I'm going hungry. Going hungry. I'm going hungry. Going hungry. I'm going hungry. Going hungry.
There you go.
That was impressive.
I didn't want to torture you guys with the whole song.
I wanted to hear the Chris Cornell solo, but shit.
We got a super chat here from Colt Eastwood. What's up, Colt?
What's up, Colt?
I'll send you a link if you want to jump in.
I would love to hang out with Colt for a little bit. Get Mag on too.
Maglodon.
Make America gaming great again. So, I love
Did he
Mag.
change his name?
No, I just made that up just now.
I like it.
He's from Canada, so I don't think you would have you'd be into that stuff. But I'm a huge Mag fan. I'm a big
Mag's a good dude.
Mag combo fan.
Anyway, there you go. It's been a while since we've done one of those. There you go, Brian. Now that song's going to be stuck in your head all night tonight.
Yeah,
with the off-key singing of a Asian boy. Bobby D.
Bobby D, if you become a patron, you get one of these. This is only the Wolf Pack. There's only a few of these. Only a few Wolf Pack shirts, but we got plenty of black and white.
We should do the Outsiders.
You think so?
Put the NWO on the back.
The UTB on the back, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's actually a really good idea. Maybe I'll do that instead of my other idea that I was going to do.
And we'll only make 2 of them. Jay can suck it.
Yeah. So I was going to mention before we got interrupted by William Hung. But let's take a gander real quick at this thumbnail that Kurt put together. Kurt's like, I don't love doing the thumbnails. Like, when I get to it, Kurt's fucking thumbnails are on point. I don't know. Jay and Kurt they have a nice battle of amazing thumbnails, but this is great.
It's a blend.
I like the coffee cup with Johnny's name on it. That's awesome. But I like all the J pics in the background.
That's from him not being here tonight. The studio speakers are fuck Jay's ears.
I like it. Is that semen above on?
Wow. It is. Yeah.
That's really good. And then then obviously you have us, the outsiders.
So there is a logo underneath the S.
Is that the NWO logo?
Yeah, maybe that's what we do.
But you want the under the bus UTB outside?
Yeah. We just have to figure out that font.
Since we have almost 2,600 subs, I think WWE is going to get real pissed off at us just making shitloads of money off of.
Well, Vince McMahon's no longer there, so I think we're free.
I think we're all right.
Yeah.
And Triple H is my boy.
All right, 52,000 watching. I'm going to do a quick roll call, Brian.
Give it to him.
All right. Our favorite firefighter east of the Mississippi, Andy Carson, coming in hot. What's up, Andy? Good to see you. Huge channel supporter since the beginning. When I see his face, I get an instant erection.
It's true.
Sorry, Andy, if I embarrassed you in front of everyone, but good to see you, buddy. Hope your dad's doing well.
Yeah.
Another big supporter from the beginning, Curved Tom.
Curved.
What's up, Tom? Congratulations on the Super Bowl win. I hope you have fun at the parade. Don't take down any telephone poles.
Is that tomorrow?
Friday.
Oh, on my birthday.
I got a story about the parade. I'll tell after this. Blue Mox, my Pacific Northwest homeboy. Bobby D and the boys. Can't Drive 55. Christopher Live Sawa. Jeannie says, looks like she left dinner early, went home, left Jay at the restaurant to pay for the bill. What's up, Jeannie? She has a Sawzall. Quentin, we said hi to him already. Our boy Jason Lee, straight out of the land of the moon. What's up, Jason? See ya. KXM Rock, new channel member. What's up, KXM Rock? Lizard the Maggot. Mikey Mojo, straight out of New Jersey. Patty Dill, good to see you, Patty. R2R3 Locky Nut is here. Renus Pinkle. The Stingle Splash, Robbie is here. What's up, Robbie?
What's up, Stingle?
Bozique. What's up, Bozique? The Judge with the gavel and the robe and the white, what is it, the wig?
Yeah.
The wig. And then Yostinator's here. Earlier I saw John DeShane, Steve Brand. Who else was in here? Jimmy. A few others. Hip Metalworks is here. Just scrolling up. I don't want to miss anyone. Piss anyone off. Hurt their feelings. Anyone else, Brian, I'm missing? William De Silva.
AJ
Good. Cheech. Christopher Live Sawa. Or as Brian calls him, CLS. Right?
Yes.
And everyone else, thank you for joining. Appreciate it.
Yo, what's up, Paulie? Good to see you, my man.
The Walnuts. You know Paulie's here when he says, hey, fuckheads.
Yeah. It's good to see him.
I got a text from Leo yesterday.
Bet you did. What did he have to say?
He told me to go to hell.
Love it. What's up, Leo? You son of a bitch.
It's good to see you, Leo.
You were gonna say something prior to the roll call. You were gonna talk about something, or
Oh, the year the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. I can't even remember what year it was now.
83, 84?
No. Someone look it up. I should know.
2014.
Could be right. I think that you're probably right. Anyway, I was in Seattle for work, and they announced the parade. There was like 1 million people downtown Seattle for the parade. I'm a huge Seahawks fan. And the company I worked for, there was a meeting in Portland on the day of the parade. And half my coworkers were taking the day off and we're going to go to the parade. And my boss is like, you got to go to Portland. You got to be at this training. You can't take the day off. So I missed the goddamn parade to fly to Portland and do a 3-hour training, and then flew back to Seattle at the tail end of the parade. And now I don't work for the company anymore, and I wish I would have said fuck you and went to the parade.
That's shitty, but soon Seattle will be back, and you'll go down.
With Clint Kubiak, the calling the plays, we'll see.
Did I tell you when the Cubs won the World Series for the first time in 108 years? I went to the parade.
You did?
I did. Brody and I went. So it was 2016. So Brody was 8, and so we find out when the parade was. So I got first class tickets to fly out, Brody and I, just because you find out it was like literally like a day or two, so you didn't really have much time to prepare. And we flew out first thing in the morning, flew to O'Hare, took the train down into downtown Chicago, met up with some of my family, and watched a parade. There were 5 million people. There was 5 million people there.
Yeah,
it's the largest gathering in North American history. It was the fucking coolest thing. It was one of the best days of my life. Seeing people crying, just celebrating. It was awesome. And then we went to Portillo's, ate some food, vomited.
Oh boy, here we go.
Flew back, and my daughter had her birthday party the next day, so I couldn't stay. So we were literally in Chicago for about 12 hours. It was awesome.
Where did you eat again?
Portillo's. It was great. It was definitely
R2 loves Portillo's.
How can you not? It's fucking dope.
I've been to the one in Phoenix.
Did you really?
A lot of meat.
A lot of meat. That's what she said. No, I did not get punched in the balls because there's civil human beings in Chicago. So no, there was a lot of hugging. Had multiple reach arounds. It was fantastic. So no, but did not get punched in the balls.
Was everyone chewing Wrigley's double mint gum?
No. I love that the Cubs kept Wrigley too, instead of naming it something stupid, you know?
No, and they probably have gotten amazing deals to be sponsored by Progressive Insurance or whatever, and they've kept it legit.
Yeah. Yep. Simple people in Chicago.
Yes, we need to hit a Mariners game.
The north side of Chicago, the Judge, not south side. It was great.
And Yostinator, Kings Row is the shit, the garbage burger. Oh. That's my crutch.
Garbage Burger? There's a place called Garbage Burger?
No, it's called Kings Row. It's in Sela, which is like 20 minutes from here, and they have a garbage burger. Double patty, ham, bacon, cheese. Oh. You'd instantly vomit after eating it, but you'd have another one.
I might vomit right now just thinking about it. No, I did not see Abe Roman, I wish. The Sausage King of Chicago. Yeah. You're making me, Kurt, you're making me horny. Yeah, speaking of horny, did anyone listen to the new Dream Theater album? I know I probably should wait for Jay on this, but fuck him. He's not here. I'm going to talk about it real quick. Are you a Dream Theater fan, Kurt?
No. I think they're very talented, and I've listened to their music. I don't even have one song on my playlist, if that tells you how much I'm into them. But I think if I listened to them, I'd probably love them.
I don't know if acquired taste is the right word, but they have some long fucking songs, like real long. There's so the new album, which I think is better than anything they've put out in a while. That's just my opinion. I think it's pretty good. But they have to have someone else produce besides Petrucci. But there's definitely some really cool elements to the new album. A couple things I really didn't like. There's some things I liked, some things I didn't. I don't love the drum sound. That's just my opinion. Also, there's like what I was talking about, like writing songs, that being a good songwriter, an amazing guitarist, like technician, and just a virtuoso are two separate things. Petrucci's a good songwriter. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on him. But there's times he just goes on for a solo and it's like 2 minutes long. It's like, oh my fucking God. Like, I don't know. Like, I get bored with solos. I don't know if anyone else gets bored. Maybe it's just because, I'm in early 40s and growing up with new metal and a lot of shit like that, where there wasn't a lot of solos, but solos get lost on me after a bit. It's got to be tasteful. It's got to be different. There's some stuff that he's doing, and I'm just like, good. What are you saying, Kurt?
I'm there with you. Yeah, I think solos need to be short and tasteful. I actually like a good outro solo.
Yeah,
you're chopping up like crazy.
Is it me or you?
I think it might be you.
Is it really? All right, let me. I'll bounce out this time.
I don't know. My feed looks good.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay. Got back in. Anyway, in my opinion, I like solos. I know Brian, but for me, if it's in the middle of the song and it's super long, like enough's enough. But on an outro, I like a good 30, 40-second outro solo. I think it's pretty cool. Maybe it is my internet. I just got a warning. Oh, great. It's me. I can't leave the stream until Beesman gets back in here. Hey, good to see you, Randy. Thanks for the encouragement. Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, Paulie. Appreciate it. Tell me something I don't know. Everyone's saying it's my internet.
Oh, is it?
All right, I'm going to pop out.
Okay.
You hold down the fort. Talk about Dream Theater. I'll be back.
I got it. All right. So again, what I was saying. So there's some really cool shit. Let me bring it up. And as I'm bringing it up, everyone should just pull up their phone and listen to what I'm telling them. Shit. I was just listening to Trivium, Jay's favorite band. But yeah, the new Dream Theater album that came out the other day, Parasomnia. I heard Petrucci talking about like what it is about. So something about, never mind. Who cares what it's about? Anyway, the two best songs to me on it are Dead Asleep and Midnight Messiah. There's definitely some fucking dope shit. Like Dead Asleep, once the song gets moving, Jay sent it over the other day. The like riff with a flanger pedal is fucking like a breakdown. It's a shit. So it's real cool. But the They said that song, the end of it, it's like a 2-minute solo. It's like, oh my God. It's like 9 minutes long. It's like 4 minutes too long.
It's
I don't know.
terrible.
So that's my only like really issue with Dream Theater. And people love it. They're like, man, I love the 15-minute songs. Like, I don't. That's just not my shit. 5-6 minutes, that's cool, but I don't know. So that's
Sorry
just
Sorry about the internet. My wife was uploading a video from the judge that he sent her.
Nice.
It's a big file, if you know what I mean.
I got it. What's up, Randy Price? You sexy fuck. So anyway, just a little bit about my thoughts on the new Dream Theater. Definitely some good shit, some great guitar work as always. I think it's good to have Portnoy back in the band. Some of the long songs, I don't love the drum sound and LaBrie's voice. It's yeah. Anyway,
send Randy a link.
Randy, you want me to send him a link, or is your brother coming in, or
I never heard back from him.
Did you text him?
No, I think he's at Youth Soaker.
I'll send it to
the Price.
Randall.
Randy, good show last night.
As always.
Oh yeah, it's my internet. I'm blurrier than Consuelo.
Consuelo. Is that the one that was giving Steven some shots last week?
Yes.
Love it. Where's Steven right now?
He's in the living room, probably taking bandwidth, watching a movie.
Taking bandwidth.
He watches a movie and then he watches this on his phone.
That's awesome.
Just sucks it dry.
It's okay. It's all right. So yeah. So Curry, if you're bored, check out the new Dream Theater. So when Jay comes back, I know he wants to get into it, but I wanted to beat him to it.
Jay Hannon?
Jay Hannon. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll listen to it. Earlier you were talking about the Grammy Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I did, and I wanted to definitely get into it because there's a couple bands that are deserving of being in it. And there's some bands or groups or solo individuals, I have no idea why they're even nominated. So I think we should get into it. Yeah. Talk about it. Let's talk about our feelings. Here we go.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2025 nominees. And how many get in? Do you know?
I have no idea. I don't really know the whole criteria like we were talking about earlier. I have no idea like how like you have to be around for a certain amount of time. Like how the fuck is Mariah Carey rock and roll? Like
that's terrible.
Come on. And you know, she's an amazing singer. Don't get me wrong. Like I have nothing against her music. Obviously, it's not my shit. It's not what I listen to, but I respect the shit out of her, right? But how is Mariah Carey going to be a part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If anyone in the chat could be so kind of, so you have to be around for 25 years, or is that like, you know, the first album 25 years? Like,
if you have to have a 25-year-old boner to make it.
Dope. So 25 years. Okay. So let's what else? Do you have to like sell a certain amount of albums, or is it just, and who nominates you?
Yeah, writers maybe. I know Mikey Mojo's excited that Oasis is in here.
There's no way Oasis should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. Like, how many albums does Oasis have?
Probably 5, but they hate each other.
Yeah. And in
Bad Company
group,
I see they should be nominated.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not one of my favorite bands from that era, but they had a lot of radio hits.
Okay. What about the Black Crowes?
I cannot stand the Black Crowes. There's a lot of people that love them and follow them and go to all their shows. I hate them.
Okay.
Chris Robinson can blow me. Do you want me to talk any more about them?
No, tell me how you feel.
Oh, Brian loves it. No, I can't stand the Black Crowes. I really can't.
But the Black Crowes do, in their defense, have like 10 albums. So at least they have a discography that's possibly worthy of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
All right. Mariah Carey.
She was hot on her first album, then she got bigger, and I didn't like her after that.
She got bigger. Like bigger is in regards to fame or like girth?
No, girth, like fat cells.
Okay. Fat cells. She's not ugly though.
Well, if Colt was here, we'd talk about this, but my mom had the first Mariah Carey album when we were like 13, 14, 15, maybe. We didn't have our license, so we had to ride around with my mom. And she used to listen to that thing over and over, and I hated it.
See, Jared's thinking the way I am. Like, she can gain a little weight, but those jubblies, God bless.
Fat in all the right places.
Yeah. Yep.
So anyway, Mariah Carey, I mean, get out of here.
Yeah.
She has one hit, the Christmas song? That's it.
She's got some more. She's got an amazing voice. I don't know if she's like a songwriter though. Like, I don't know enough about Mariah Carey to really yeah. I really can't comment on like does she write? Is she a songwriter? Is
Probably
someone
not.
else writing for her? She just sings? Like I don't know. Like I don't know. I have no clue. So Chubby Checker. What about an old Chubby Checker?
I mean, he's been irrelevant for here we go, for 20 years. Randy Price.
Oh, sucky knee.
Am I in the right place?
Look at the smile on his face.
Am I in the right place?
Like he just got a blowjob.
Again?
It'd be fucking nice.
What do you think of Mariah Carey?
Why ain't we got dark mode on this setup, man? It's too bright.
On what?
On StreamYard.
Blame Jay.
Yeah, that's Jay's shit. We just come here. We're just the personalities. Jay does all the shit in the background.
The menu.
Jay actually doesn't do shit.
Well, we I'm fired. Oh well. I seem to be pretty popular at other places.
It's all right. You're not as much of a whore as some of the other people.
Right. I mean, have you seen where Jimmy goes and what Jimmy does?
Oh my God. I'm impressed with Jimmy's stamina.
Yeah.
He could go for hours.
I bet his skull smells amazing.
Which one? He's got multiple of those things.
Of the same one?
Yeah, like that was a Spencer's exclusive, and he bought them all.
Spencer gift exclusive. I love it.
Yep, he bought
I'll
every
take
one of
3 of those skull caps, a box of tongue rings, and a butt plug with this coupon from Spencer's.
And don't forget the little micro condoms. Oh yeah,
the pencil condoms.
Yeah.
Wait. Let's get back into let's get Randy's.
You're talking Dream Theater, man. That's why I was like, let me get up in here on guitar solos and stuff.
Yeah, we'll get back to
Dream Theater.
Well, let's get to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What's your thoughts on Chubby Checker, Randy?
Name one hit.
That one that sounds like that song.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yep. Okay. What about
Brian, can you name one?
Chubby Checker? No.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. He's done. Joe Cocker.
Joe Cocker.
The Wonder Years theme song.
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
Like a Rock. You do that?
A rock.
Like a Rock.
That song sucks.
That's Bob Seger.
Like Brian's cock. Bob Seger, Joe Cocker, you never see him in the room together.
Same guy. It's the same fucking guy.
Exactly. Oh, the twist. That's it. Chubby Checker.
Got it. Thanks, Robbie.
Yep. One hit wonder.
Oh, the Tutti Frutti. Oh, Rudy. That's
That
Chubby.
was Little Richard.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
I can't do it.
That's before my time. That's Randy's time.
Okay, so Joe Cocker, he's out. Billy Joel.
Billy Joel? No, it's Billy Idol.
Billy Joe Armstrong.
Well,
Brian.
I heard Billy Joel didn't start the fires, so.
Oh, too soon.
Nah, it's never too soon. Billy Idol, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I would say he's a candidate.
Absolutely.
Then we have
right?
Steve Stevens, yeah.
Okay,
then we have Joy Division. Order. Who is that? That's my shit. Like
that's boner shit.
So Joy Division is basically New Order, but the singer of Joy Division, he passed away. And then
how many hits did they have though?
Joy Division?
Yeah.
No, they only had one album, and then the singer died, and then everyone in the band, instead of being Joy Division, became New Order. So that's why it's Joy Division.
Yeah, but
paid for by the New World Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the one song I think everybody thinks of was the 9 Inch Nails version.
Oh, yeah, the Dark Souls.
Yep.
Yeah, that song is a shit.
The 9 Inch Nails version.
Didn't they do Blue Monday? Was that one of them?
Was it? Yeah, it was. Yeah. Then Orgy covered it.
Yep.
Okay, they're on the fence.
I'll give them a maybe.
Yeah.
True Faith, that song is the shit. Fucking dope. I'm a huge New Order Joy Division fan, so I'm gonna go with yes for me.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
Hell
Cindy,
yeah.
Cindy Lauper, no. Like what? Mana? I don't even know what Mana is.
Cindy Lauper was
she
popular
bops.
for like 5 weeks or 5 years in the 80s, and then she was like, she hasn't done anything.
Well, she wrote a song about masturbation in the 80s because nobody did that.
Which one?
She Bop.
Is that about masturbation?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm 46 years old when I found that out.
Here you go,
What's
Kurt.
up, Dane?
Hey, what's up, you
What's up,
fuck?
Dane?
What's up, Dane? Danger Mouse.
Okay.
All right, Mana, we can skip that. Oasis, fuck no. What's your thoughts, Randy?
Hell no. I hate Oasis.
Wonderwall.
Butterball.
The best part about Oasis is when the two brothers beat the shit out of each other on stage.
Yeah, they hate
Or was it the MTV Unplugged? The one fucking sat up in the balcony heckling the other one the whole time? Yeah.
Yeah. And the one
That's
brother
pretty rock and roll. That's pretty rock and roll though.
didn't sing the songs on the album, and he sang them better than his brother unplugged. Yeah.
But I have to say this. I'm looking it up now. They have more albums than I thought they did.
Yeah, they do.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7. I thought they maybe had like 3. So no, fuck Oasis. Outkast. All right.
Hell no.
I love me some Outkast.
Well, they're not rock and roll.
They are not rock and roll. They are not. But they got some great shit.
I mean, dude, I'm from Atlanta, so I mean, it's Outkast, but no, they're not rock and roll.
You're from the dirty South.
Hot Atlanta, yo.
Yeah, Atlanta brought some thunder with the R&B.
Thunder from down. What else is from Atlanta besides Outkast? That's a good
What?
TLC,
T.I.
T.I. Who else?
Still waiting. Keep going.
The Black Crows.
Oh, get out of here.
Are they really from Atlanta?
Not exactly, but yeah.
Ludacris.
Luda.
Yep. Pretty much any rapper that got popular in the late 90s, early 2000s was probably from Atlanta.
No way. They were all from like either New York or LA. Yeah, like Wu-Tang DMX.
No, that's like early to mid 90s, bro.
You mean DMX is late 90s?
Randy knows his shit, Beesman.
I'm not saying he doesn't. But he's got Alzheimer's, so his time is a little off. So I have to bring
Is
back.
Usher and Nelly, are they from Atlanta? Yes, REM is.
Usher is.
Yeah, Nelly is from St. Louis. That's why his group's called the St. Lunatics.
Usher has a nice ass.
John Mayer was in Atlanta there for a little while early in his career.
Yeah, there's a couple of great bands. Mastodon, Seven Dust, they're from Atlanta.
Correct.
Look at Robbie with the Mastodon reference.
Yeah. Slayer. All right. So Outkast, no for everyone because they're not rock and roll. Fish, nope.
Collective Soul, Cheech, you're the man.
They're from the next town over, Stockbridge, Georgia.
Nice.
They on the south side, dog. They ain't really Atlanta. They a couple counties away.
Okay.
Fun fact. Collective Soul. What's his name? The lead singer, Ed Roland.
Corky.
His biggest pastime is golf. I don't know if I said this on this stream or not before, but first time he ever played golf was with Eddie Van Halen on tour.
Was it really?
Yeah, Eddie introduced him to golf, and now it's like his favorite pastime. Kind of cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
Let's shut up, Quentin.
Let's skip Fish.
Nobody fucking cares.
Fish is terrible. Except that's Down with Disease. That song's a shit.
There's no except. They're terrible.
They are terrible. But Soundgarden is
that's a definite.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They're in.
Absolutely. Like we can go on all day how fucking dope Soundgarden is. But then lastly, the White Stripes.
No.
They suck.
Yeah.
There you go. Soundgarden.
New Order, Joy Division. That's my two.
New Order, that's to be determined. Bad Company. Billy Idol.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Bad Company, Billy Idol, Soundgarden.
Lizard, if you haven't, if you don't know a lot about Soundgarden, check out 4th of July.
I knew you were going to say that.
Love that song, man. That's my shit. So good.
East End boys and West End girls.
That's Pet Shop Boys. that is not New Order. So what's good with you, Randy? You want to talk
Randy wants to talk about Dream Theater, you bitch.
He's talking about guitar solos, so I mean,
what do you think? Do you like a tasty long solo?
If it's done tasty, yes. If it's just fucking 5 minutes of the shit I do, then no. I will say, I guess we'll say the new Dream Theater, which I like, but I like Dream Theater. The last 2.5 minutes of the song "Bend the Clock," I think, is some of Petrucci's finest solo work. I think that epic 2.5 minute long ending solo is fantastic. And
yeah, that's Jay's favorite song. I know he'll talk about that next week.
I'm loading it up right now.
Because on the Gizmachi.
Well, you know it doesn't suck when you because when you send just the last 2.5 minutes to John DeShane and he's like, man, that's fucking amazing.
Wow.
It got the John DeShane stamp of approval, so it must be okay.
There you go.
What do you think of any other songs you enjoy?
I think what was the first single, Night Terror? I think that was the worst song on the album.
Agreed.
And what's that other one? I haven't memorized the track names yet.
Midnight Messiah, that song's a shit. I like that.
Dead Asleep and Midnight Messiah are probably my two favorite tracks on the album.
Mine too.
I do like the intro track, In the Arms of Morpheus, when the old 8-string kicks in.
Yep.
A Broken Man's not bad. the Shadow Man, it's that I can dig it, even though it's like 18 minutes long. But yeah, I would definitely say my 2 top songs on that album. Actually, top 3: Bend the Clock, Dead Asleep, and Midnight Messiah.
Yeah.
Edward Randy's definitely better than we are at everything.
I'm like average. I'm average at best, in all aspects.
I don't believe that.
Take that how you will.
So I'll check out Dream Theater. I know a few of their songs, but I'll check out this new album for sure.
Yeah. My only issue, Randy, I don't know if you agree, but Petrucci produces all their albums. He needs to take a step back and have a different voice, because a lot of the last few albums really sound the same. You know, like there's no one pushing them. And I think, and again, I don't know Petrucci. I'm not in the studio. I'm not there. But no one's gonna say anything to him. Like he's producing himself. It's kind of like Metallica. Like there's a lot of yes men. There needs to be someone there to be like, dude, this sounds like everything else you're doing. Let's fucking change it up. Let's do something different here.
Well, you need to point the finger with the arrangement part more at Jordan Rudess.
Yeah.
Because Jordan Rudess is kind of like Lars is in Metallica, where he's like huge in the arrangements of how the songs flow.
What he says goes.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Rudess is big into the arrangements of the songs.
Okay.
So, I mean, anything they do now at this point is way better than that fucking astonishing double album turd. That album's terrible.
Yeah.
And then you get it tells a story, man. It's the greatest thing. No, it ain't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. See, R2 knows Rudess is an arrangement bully. He is. If you ever watched the documentary where they were looking for a drummer to replace Portnoy, you can you can really see it there when they're, because one of the things they would do with the drummers they got to come in was they're like, okay, we're working on this piece of music. We just want to see what you would play over it. And Rudess is like fucking finger pointy. Well, that's not really what we were feeling. And if I were writing the part, I would, well, that's not what the fuck you asked him to do. You just wanted to see what he was playing.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down, wizard man.
Yeah.
Not a big Jordan Rudess fan, are you?
He's no Kevin Moore or Derek Sheridan. No, I think he's an excellent musician, and I think he's got a great ear, and a lot of his arrangements work well. But I think when it comes to that aspect, he gets a little too Lars Ulrich-like with, no, it's got to be this way. Because I think when it comes to like time signatures and how you put multiple wacky time signatures together, everybody kind of thinks that's a Portnoy thing or a Mangini thing, but Rudess is like the evil wizard of that shit.
Well, it's kind of like sports. Even guys like Tom Brady still have to be coached. Someone needs to tell them what they should do that's best for the team.
Sure.
And I think sometimes these musicians get in their own head where they think, I have this certain vision of how things should go. But really, a producer should be telling them, hey, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
It's going to be better for the album. This will sell albums. They need someone to tell them what's going on.
Yeah. But in that regard, too, I mean, your casual, does Dream Theater really have like the casual listener?
Yeah, they probably have hardcore.
What are you talking about, Ryan? Kurt runs this shit.
Brian just shows up.
Right.
Just here.
Brian shows up like the rest of us on our show, unprepared.
Yeah. But yeah, I think you're right, Randy.
I know you run shit, man. You've told me.
Oh.
Thanks, Curve Tom. Yeah, there are no fair weather Dream Theater fans. Either you're into them or you're not.
Right.
Yeah.
So and I'm a massive Petrucci fan.
Yeah.
And I'm a Portnoy fan too because I obsess over drummers.
Mm-hmm.
The older I've gotten where I really like listening to isolated drum parts.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the isolated Alex Van Halen parts, like blow my mind.
Yep.
And it's just like, man, there's little nuances there that you would never really pick out listening to the full mixed album version of a tune.
Yeah, they get lost.
Right. But this new Dream Theater album, in a way, kind of like Brian said, where Petrucci was at the helm, it is almost like an extension of that last Petrucci solo album, which I enjoyed about half of. Because once you're like 8 minutes of just all over the place, I'm bored with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said last night that you don't particularly like Steve Vai or Satriani, like you haven't listened to their albums all the way through. So you kind of get...
I get bored with that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I can pick a Vai album or a Satch album, and I can probably go with like 2 or 3 songs off each, and then the rest of it's like, okay, I'm just kind of...
Yeah, sometimes there's some cool licks that catch you, but then when they do them over and over and over, it gets a little monotonous.
The ones that hook me is like, all right, I got to figure out how you played that so I can steal it.
Yeah.
So
one thing
Joe Holmes
that I like is he tries to replace vocals with guitar leads.
Yeah.
But some of those 4 and 5 minute songs could be 2-3 minutes, you know, because it gets a little overdone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Randy, what have you been besides the new Dream Theater? What have you been listening to lately?
The same old stuff that I always listen to.
Like what?
Dawkins, Rat.
Every now and then.
White Snake.
What's the last? Actually, I downloaded the new All That Remains album, but I haven't even really listened to it. Joe R2 brought up Joe Holmes, even though he said John Holmes. Joe Holmes has released 2 new singles that I really dig because that dude's a massive fucking guitar player. If you don't know who Joe Holmes is, he played with David Lee Roth when Jason Becker got the ALS diagnosis, and then he played with Ozzy for like 6 years before Zach came back.
Yep.
Dude's a massive player. The new Tremonti album is terrible.
It is.
Sorry, bro. I love you, Mark, but your new album sucks. Is what it is. Jimmy Biter really kind of turned me on to the Dead Daisies.
Okay. I don't know who they are.
That's a super group. It's they've had a revolving door of lineups. Glenn Hughes was in there at one point, and Doug Aldrich on guitar. I think Brian Tishy was the drummer for a little bit, and now I think it's the dude that played with Ozzy in that last Black Sabbath tour. The guy that looks like the Wolfman.
Uh-huh.
Can't remember his name off the top of my head. I'll probably catch shit for this, but the Jason Hook left Five Finger Death Punch a few years ago. Mm-hmm. His new band Flat Black. I've been really digging that album.
That's okay. Brian doesn't like him, but they're Five Finger Death Punch is all right.
I mean, I like the Flat Black album more than anything he did with Five Finger Death Punch. But
I'll check it out.
He's another guitar player that kind of gets slept on because he was in Five Finger Death Punch.
Mm-hmm.
But he's played with, Vince Neil and Alice Cooper and several big name guys like that. We'll let Hillary Duff and Mandy Moore slide. But he's a Canadian dude, and he set out to move to LA, and fucking I'm not going to get some dumbass 9 to 5. I'm going to make money playing guitar. So you do it however you can.
Yep. Commend him for that.
So
it's hard for me to listen to Five Finger Death Punch after their first album, The Way of the Fist. And I think it's the song, The Way of the Fist. And there's 20 seconds in when he says, Zoltan, open the sky. If I'm ever in a band.
Oh, great. Here we go. Which you're not. and you've never written lyrics to a song.
Yeah. If the singer's like looks at me, he's like, Brian, just fucking give it to him. I'll like promptly quit the band. That's some like the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Do you take the lyrics that serious?
Do you know what I'm talking about? The beginning of that song?
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
That's because the other guitar player's name is Zoltan.
Zoltan.
He's Hungarian.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a Five Finger guy. Their shit's too polished for me.
Well, I liked the Way of the Fist and the album after that, and it was like, okay, it's just the same old radio rock over and over again.
Yeah.
They figured out that whole 4 on the floor beat with some kind of simpler heavy guitar riff gets airplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it got recycled over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't mind radio rock.
5 flavor fruit punch.
Yeah, if it catches me and you end up, singing along with it or bopping your head or tapping your foot, they got me. I'm a sucker.
Yeah, let me go check out the spot right here.
Kill me for it, but
yeah. So 15 seconds in, guys,
Nickelback.
Check out Five Finger Death Punch called Wave the Fist. That song. 15 seconds in, you're gonna hear some fucking dope shit. Wrong. Wrong. You will not. Also, too, I can't get into Five Finger Death Punch when the singer was losing his mind on stage, and he's just like, I just want to let everyone know my mom died. And everyone felt bad for him. And then his sister is texting like, Mom's sitting right next to me. She's fantastic.
And I've also drank a whole case of Monster Energy today.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good on them. No thanks. And then when I guess he was losing his mind, back when Ollie was giving me lessons, the singer of All That Remains went and was in Five Finger. He was singing for me.
Yeah, he played a few shows with him, and then the Tommy Vext, I think, finished the rest of the tour out, or they were alternating or something.
Yeah,
kind of like Phil did with Phil Switch Engage.
Now, we all know.
This just in, Slipknot sucks.
So everyone knows Ryan's doing heroin, so we're gonna let Ryan slap meds because he's fucked up right now. So Ryan is okay.
Why does Slipknot suck? They hired Quentin James.
Oh,
using the RP360 XP on their new album for guitar tones.
That'll be clipped on Facebook here in about 15 minutes.
Every time.
Quentin,
get your own channel.
He does. He's got his own channel. You just have to feed him content.
Yeah.
He's like the redneck version of KDH.
Yep. He's a coattail rider.
So Randy, give us a few of your favorite all-time drummers. I'd like to hear.
Oh, here we go.
All-time favorite drummers.
I'm not asking for a list, so Jay doesn't lose his fucking mind. Just a few. Just throw them out. Whoever you like.
Jay's not here.
Yeah,
fuck him.
Yep.
Love you, Jay. All-time favorite drummer is Morgan Rose.
Are you serious? Morgan Rose is all time.
Yep.
Wow.
I fucking love Morgan Rose. He's the man. Did you ever meet Morgan?
About 8 million times.
Wow.
So that's a no. But if you met him, he's a really nice dude.
Yes, he is.
Really? I love hearing that.
All the Seven Dust guys are great, man. Yeah. I'll have to tell you the drinking at the bowling alley across the street from the House of Blues in Orlando with Morgan and John and Scott Phillips from Alter Bridge. That was a good time. Oh, and Vinny. Vinny was there too. Vinny Horsby, the bassist of Seven Dust.
He's the man.
Yeah. That was an interesting evening.
I got to hang out in their bus once. They were like the nicest guys. Lejean's like, hey, can I get you some water? And I'm like, yes.
Yes. Can you lick the cap first?
Yeah, he was so cool. Then I was talking about what I do, and he's like, give me your business card. I'm like, you want a quote? Fuck. Like, I don't write down in Atlanta, but whatever you need, man, call me. I'll help you.
He's in Kansas.
He's in Kansas now?
Yeah, the only Morgan and Vinny are the only ones that are still in Georgia. John's in Florida, Clint's in St. Louis area, and LeJean moved to Kansas.
Wow.
LeJean had a big going away party at the Hooters in Douglasville, Georgia, like the weekend before they moved. Me and my buddy went out there and hung
Great
out.
fries at Hooters.
They do.
Yeah, get the cheese sauce though.
So getting back to Morgan Rose, your favorite drummer, is it because he's a fucking cool dude, or do you like?
He's a beast all the way around. He's cool as fuck. He's a beast. He puts on a show.
Yep.
You know, there's not a whole lot of drummers out there that put on a show while they play.
How do you like his vocals?
The Crow, man.
Yeah.
That was his nickname for years, was the Crow, because he squawks like a crow.
Yeah. So who else besides Morgan?
Some dude you've probably never heard of named Alex Van Halen.
I don't know her.
Not Lars Ulrich.
Okay.
I got really big into Paul Bostaff in his Slayer years.
Okay.
Actually, I think he's sue me. I think he's a better drummer than Lombardo.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay.
Portnoy. I love Mike Portnoy. I just have to throw it out there. But if you didn't have Neil Peart, you wouldn't have Mike Portnoy.
Right.
So, I don't know. I guess you could probably throw in old, I don't know how the hell you say his last name, Thomas Hocke from Meshuggah.
Yep.
Got a question here, Randy.
No, I'm a free agent apparently. I got fired earlier.
You've jammed with some people.
Well, I currently jam with 5 to 6 people on Thursdays and Sundays, and then we just talk shit on Tuesdays. Do a little pop-up show.
I actually like, and Ryan, don't take this personal, but the last few shows where 40 Grit Mike comes in and you guys go like another 2 hours, I love it. Not because Ryan's not there, just because you guys just sit there and talk gear it's good shit. You did it again last night.
Well, that's what Jimmy and John and I do after the shows are over. We'll sit here and shoot the shit for 3 or 4 hours. And it can get really crude and vulgar, or it can be gear talk for 2 hours, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't get me talking about gear. I won't shut up.
Do you have anything on the horizon?
Yeah, I've got some stuff on the horizon. I'm just waiting on Ford Motor Company. If you're out there at Ford Motor Company, send me my fucking bonus already.
He needs his money, goddammit.
Been waiting 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Send me my shit.
Your bonus never comes when you expect it.
I'm calling JG Wentworth. It's my money. I need it now.
I want it and I want it now, goddammit.
All right, so you regaled us with a few of your favorite drummers. Now give us a few of your
players.
No.
Keyboard players.
We're going to go guitars.
So if you watched 40 Grits hang with me, I went over my Mount Rushmore.
You did. It was close to mine.
Yep. I mean, Ed's number one. Edward Van Halen, number one. There's just no exceptions to that rule. It's just, it is what it is. And then you got Mr. Jerry Cantrell.
Yeah.
And then Gary Moore.
Yep.
Love Gary Moore. I love Gary Moore's 80s rock era, hard rock era, more so than his 90s blues career.
Yeah.
Okay. But I still dig that shit. And then Mark Tremonti's on my Mount Rushmore. Then all the other shred guys. I mean, Petrucci and all the dudes that influenced me early on. You know, Hetfield and Hammett are on there. As much people hate Kirk Hammett, he played some fire shit till about the Black Album.
Yeah,
I mean, a a lot of his early solos, especially like on Injustice for All and Puppets, are not easy.
Yeah.
I mean, you got like 8-year-old Indonesian kids that can play them flawlessly, no problem. But still,
they've been taught by the Shane when he goes out there for his massages.
The little Vietnamese kids.
Yeah, choke up on the nut.
Then he goes over to the Philippines for a hand job and karaoke.
Hunger strike.
Yep. So, getting to, so you said Petrucci's not in your Mount Rushmore.
Well, there's only 4 people on Mount Rushmore, so
Eddie.
Petrucci would be the number 5 spot.
So it's Eddie, Cantrell, Gary Moore,
Mark Tremonti, John Petrucci.
Okay, Tremonti is 4.
That'd be my top 5.
Petrucci will be Bill Clinton when they put him on the Mount Rushmore.
Right.
That's awesome. All right. Yeah.
What is it? Grill Randy fucking hour?
Yeah.
All right. It's fine.
I'm curious. We all know, everyone knows about you and I.
I know. No one gives a shit about me.
With fucking Randy's beautiful face, so we can.
Ryan's naming his Mount Rushmore that nobody asked him.
Yep. Gilmore's on mine.
Gilmore's great. I didn't get into Gilmore till later. I'd already been playing 5 or 6 years by the time I got into Pink Floyd.
They got some good shit.
Yeah. Randy, besides rock and metal, what are some other type of music you listen to?
Thrash. That's
country.
Hell no. I don't know, man. Maybe some of the 90s country, like the shit Brent Mason played on, because Brent Mason's a badass guitar player.
Conway Twitty, you're a big fan, right?
I have a funny Conway Twitty story. I'll have to send you the picture. So my cousin Rick spent the last like 30 years of his life as a professional Conway Twitty impersonator. So really? I kind of grew up as a kid with Conway Twitty, but it was really my cousin Rick because he looked just fucking like him.
Did he have the bouffant as well too?
Yes.
Tight bouffant.
He went from like 60s Conway Twitty, the slick back hair, straight up to the perm bouffant. Yeah.
Just so you know, on Fruitcake Tony's channel, whenever there's a country trivia question, that's Brian and I's immediate answer is Conway Twitty.
Conway Twitty or George Strait.
I love when Footcake he's like, hey, we're going to do Show Me Your Prick with some guy I've never heard of. I'm like, dude, I don't know who this is. And then
he's scraping the barrel.
Yeah, and he's just like, come on, guys, you got to know this. I'm like, dude, no one knows this. I love it.
The last few bands he's had featured, I don't even know.
I like when the pictures like name this band. It's like, who the fuck is that? And it's a band nobody's heard of.
Looks like the cover of a porn video from '89.
Right.
Yeah. So not only do I get an erection, but I get the answer wrong because I don't know who it is. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Damn it! I got the question wrong, and I'm bricked.
Good deal. Are you gonna regale us with any songs tonight? Like, I kind of feel weird that you're just sitting there without a guitar.
Well, that's what I do on Tuesday nights. I sit here without a guitar.
Yeah, he needs a fucking break, Brian.
No, fuck him.
Speaking of guitars, get your Jackson. Let's look at the Floyd on that thing.
You want me to grab it?
Yeah, Randy and I can fix you up.
Well, see you later.
So his Jackson, the surf green one.
Yeah.
He said all of a sudden the Floyd went out of whack and the action is super high. And he has to take it to a luthier. And I'm like, oh, fuck, we can fix it.
Yeah, hang on.
There you go. Does that have a floating Floyd?
It does. It's a top mount, but it floats.
Okay.
Stop.
I think his is routed. I think.
That's for sissies.
Yeah, I know. Quentin's here.
And Jimmy Biter. I sent Quentin.
There you go.
I sent Quentin $500 worth of free pickups a year ago, and he's still complaining.
And knobs.
I sent him like 4 sets of knobs because it has like thick shaft pots in it, and Quentin don't know how to handle thick shafts.
I don't know if you knew this, Randy. One time you sent pickups to Jay.
Oh, he knows.
To give away.
It's still sitting in a box with dust on it.
Fucking guy.
So, all right. Look at this action. Like I can like just take refuge in a storm. Like I don't know.
What did you do different?
Is the Floyd level for starters?
Yeah.
Well, let me drop it down. Can you
flip it around the other way? Flip it around the other way where we can see without all the knobs and shit in the way.
It's sunken in.
I was just adjusting.
Keep flipping it.
Let's see the bass side. There you go. Now closer. What have you done different to it?
Yeah, what have you touched?
Yeah.
Adjusting the tuning. I went from drop C to drop B. So I was adjusting, and then now it feels it the neck's amazing, but now I gotta like put like 45 pounds of pressure on the string to get it down.
Did you change the string gauge?
Yeah, your spring tension is different because of your tuning.
So is the bridge doing that or that? If you didn't change the string gauge and went lower, it should be leaning back.
It looks like it's leaning back, which would cause the action to be high.
Yeah, it's Action Jackson right now, so it's back a little bit. Yeah. So it was perfect before. Now it's not, and now I'm very upset.
What you could do is
you can't change tunings on a floating Floyd that easy.
You could lift the Floyd up and stick an eraser in there and get the Floyd level. Make sure your tuning is correct.
Like
and
those
then
cool, like pink racers.
Or 9-volt battery or something.
And then adjust your spring tension to where it's not pushing down on that eraser or
stick it in between the block and the body where the bridge can't move.
Okay.
And then tune the guitar to the tuning you want it in. And then take whatever you use to block the bridge out, and then you tune it by tightening or loosening said screws.
Yeah.
Which, if you're leaning back, you want to loosen the screws, the trim cloth screws.
All right. So, dumb question. And I've seen people have this, and I don't understand why. Where people take a spring out. So, let's say you take the middle one out, but you have the 2 outer ones. Why?
Mm-hmm. Feel.
Yeah.
Really?
It makes the Floyd
easier to push the bar down, a little more responsive when you're trying to do flutters, and it's less tension.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got telephone wire on there, fucking power cables for your down tuning.
He has car snow cables on the.
Right, he's got chains.
But I have 11 through 56 on this.
Oh, that's not bad. Let me guess. Dunlop Gin Root signatures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Randy knows.
How'd I know?
How'd you know? You know me so well.
It's just a hunch. Yeah, that's going to be the easiest way to do it. Is block it where the bridge is level. Tune the guitar, and then remove whatever you blocked it with, and then tune it by using the screws, the trim claw screws. You're going to unscrew them.
You can also block it underneath the saddle screws.
Yeah, you can do that too.
In the route. I'll send you a video, Brian.
That action still looks a little too high for that. You may have to tighten the truss rod a smidge, like it's got a little too much relief in the neck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And your post may be high too.
I always start with the truss rod first.
Yeah.
I'm like really shocked how the Seymour Duncan, they sounded great. I really like these pickups.
What are they?
I don't know. It's just whatever stock with this.
I think it's JB and a 59 in those.
They're awesome. I like them. They sound great.
Blue Mox. I was not a palm reader at the state fair. It was the local comic book shop down the street.
You have one of these, Brian?
No.
What are these? $9, probably $10.
What is that?
It's to check the relief on your neck.
Oh, sorry, Steve. I won't give any more input. My rig is not expensive enough.
You put it on the neck, and if there's a gap in these little areas, that means you have relief. Or if it's hitting it, it'll tell you if it's straight or what a back bow, right, Randy? If you got space on the top or bottom. It's basically to tell you how level your neck is. So there could be a couple things. Could be the winter and your neck moved a little bit. Is that a controlled room down there? Do you have a dehumidifier or anything?
It's my office. It's,
well, we know that.
Yeah. It's. What do you mean, climate controlled? Yes, I live in a house. It's 2025, and I have heat and electricity and. No, it's regulated. It's generally in like 66, 67 degrees all the time.
What happens in the winter? You're running your heat, and you start getting dry air. You don't get any moisture in there, so then your neck goes out of whack.
So my furnace, it has moisture in it, so we don't get super dry in here.
Wow. Can you say moisture again?
Moisture. But the thing I love about this guitar, Randy, did you ever play this?
I've played one of those before.
It's just anything you play, it just sounds so full and thick, and like it sounds. What's a resonate, right? When you play it, it just keeps going. Fucking love it. It just doesn't like you strum it and it stops. Like it's fucking awesome. It's so good.
Now I didn't get a good visual on that Floyd because my internet's terrible. You said so the Floyd is sitting backwards in the cavity?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
Well, if it's sitting backwards, the action should be lower. Because if you pull the bar back, the strings drop towards the fretboard. There's you a flutter, whoever want a flutter.
Yeah, no, it's back.
Do you have the bar on?
Back.
No.
Go put the bar on, and you should be able to either pull up or push back and watch the action either go up or down. Right, Randy?
Yeah, if you change tunings, and what's your weather like there? How's it been the last however long since you changed the tuning?
Fucking awful. It's just cold and cold and snowy and very depressing. But besides that, it's awesome. It's great. It's like 20 degrees right now. It's snowing. It's awesome.
Probably pretty dry air.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. But apparently, he's got a moisture furnace.
I do.
Oh,
so there's like a level.
Where's
like
she at?
Level.
Yeah. Tell her to close her legs.
Where's she at? Yeah, if you drop the tuning, the bridge should have went backwards, which that pulls the strings closer to the fretboard. So if your action's jacked up high and your bridge is leaned back, you got something else going on.
Yeah, neck maybe.
I was thinking of just taking all the strings off and just starting from scratch.
You'll never get it right.
Nah. Just get it in tune first with the bridge level and then see where you're at.
Yeah.
If you've got more space in the middle of the neck, probably need to torque that truss rod a little bit.
Okay.
Is it on the top?
Or if it's just high all the way across till you start getting towards the nut, you might need to lower the trim post. And mind you, when you do this shit, you're probably gonna have to do some intonation adjustments as well.
Okay. Intonation adjustments. I love it.
That's your saddle.
Yeah, that's why I like hardtails.
Is that your only Floyd guitar?
No, I have several.
You just don't fuck with them.
I just don't fuck with them. Then I get very frustrated when I try. And there's been a few times where I take all the strings off at once, and it's like fuck. Then the action's all fucked up. It sounds like shit. There's times where I put the strings back on, and like literally the string is on the fretboard. Like when you strum it, it just smacks the fretboard. I'm like, oh, this is great. I can't even play it now. So
Yeah.
but my hardtail guitars, fucking cake.
If your Floyd's decked, you can change all the strings at once.
I still don't.
Floating, you do them all at the same time?
No.
One at a time?
Yeah, you ever taken all the strings off a decked Floyd that still has springs hooked to it? It yanks it back off the post.
Yeah. I do one at a time too.
Or sometimes I'll do 3 and 3. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in and what guitar it is and how lazy I want to be. If I want to sit there and take my time, I do them one at a time. I normally do 3 and 3.
Yeah. A good website, Brian, is FU Tone. Yep. Adam does a couple videos on floating Floyds.
Or you could message Steve Brand.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he fixes guitars for a living or anything.
There you go.
Yeah. I'll reach out to him if needed.
Because once you figure it out how to do it, you'll always know how to do it. You just got to take that leap.
Yeah.
I just figured the shit out myself. YouTube, asking questions, and I can pretty much do anything.
That's some great comments here in the chat tonight.
The verdict's still out on that, Q. I mean,
see you, Ryan.
You do put ketchup on ribeyes.
See you, Ryan.
That are burnt.
Are you going to send me my last check tomorrow, or how does this work? I've never been fired from a YouTube show before.
Did you get fired, really?
No.
I've been fired before.
R2 did. He fired himself. And then he came back. He rehired himself.
Then an airplane landed in his neighbor's yard and he couldn't make it.
Now he's part-time.
I miss R2.
I love R2, man.
It was good seeing him on Sunday.
R2's my homeboy.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone in the chat, make sure you check out OU812. Their their link is in our description. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. We need to do another Saturday show. I know Ryan and I talked about this a couple months ago, but we need to do another cross stream.
Cross the streams.
So we should figure out a weekend that works for all of us and just do a fucking melee. Those are fun.
Johnny Bean fired John Mancuda. I don't know if you guys remember that.
I think Mancuda just told him to fuck off.
Yep.
After the cameras turned off.
Yep.
It's true.
Anyway, the last stream we did with Ryan, I think it was pre-Randy Price.
It was.
The hell?
Pre-Price.
That's not good.
Well, we're doing 3 shows a week now.
I know. You guys are nuts.
You guys are taking over. It's going to be every day.
We did 4 a couple weeks ago. We did a members only at from 11 p.m. to fucking 2 a.m. on a couple Saturdays ago.
So
I was telling
divorce is being finalized too with all these.
That's why you just don't get married.
Yeah, Randy's single. I was telling Brian the other day that the last 2 months, probably since Christmas, I've had a tough time catching all these live streams. It's tough doing Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, my show, Thursday, your show, Quentin and Charles Green on Friday.
You watch Quentin
on Saturday? Yeah, sometimes I watch Quentin.
Mm-hmm.
You guys on Sunday, it's tough. And I want to support everyone. Usually I can watch the replays while I'm working. I'll just have it playing in the background. But
you don't have to watch. Just send us some money.
Send money, please.
Go live from Guitar Center and buy us a guitar to send to us. Instead of asking somebody to buy you the guitar, you just buy it and send it to us.
There you go.
It's like Good Samaritan stuff.
I can rarely watch anything on the weekends. Like, especially Sunday during the football season, and just I'm not even on. So
Well, that season's over with, so now you have no excuse.
true until Brody has baseball games. Yeah, so we got like 2 months.
I heard Travis Kelce didn't even make enough at the Super Bowl to put fuel in Taylor Swift's jet.
Oh boy. That was kind of nice not seeing her
What
every
I
10
heard.
minutes.
I enjoyed that she got booed.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That's hilarious. Not that she deserves to be booed at all, but people booing her definitely made me laugh.
This just in.
Guitar Talk Universe gets weird. It's going to be on Wednesdays. Time to be announced.
Yeah.
I watched Guitar Talk Universe, but usually my Fridays, my brain is fried from dealing with idiots for 5 days at work. So I'll watch, and a lot of times I just won't interact because it's just going to turn into me heckling Quentin for the fun of it.
Yeah.
And, then you have to sit there in the chat and talk to everybody. And sometimes, no offense, I won't fucking talk to y'all.
Yeah. No, I get it. The real question is the idiots that you deal with 5 days a week, are they customers or coworkers?
Yes.
I think I know the answer.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Which one do you hate more?
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I've got some coworkers that I fucking love to death. I've got some coworkers that's like, why do you exist on this planet?
It's amazing you made it today to work.
Right. So how long have you been breathing strictly out of your mouth? Have they ever decided to use you as a study on smooth brains?
Yep. Why didn't your dad pull out and shoot you on the wall?
Pretty much. We've got some customers that are really, really cool. And then we've got some ones that are like, just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I think that's everywhere, though. When you deal with people, you can deal with some of the best human beings you've ever met, and that you're actually like, thank God I met you, right? Made you a better person. Then you've dealt with some of the worst scum of the earth, right?
Randy's best customer is the female that comes in and says, my check engine light's on. Just fix it.
Yep.
That's the best customer.
I walk out there and I pop the hood and go, well, the fucking engine's still there. 185, please.
Yeah, that's a 107-point inspection. I checked it.
It's going to be $185, and I'm going to get about 18% of that.
I'll clear the light, and you'll be back in 2 weeks.
How much has the labor price has gone up by you in the last 12 months?
In the last 12 months, a fair amount.
Just like rape artists, the amount of money that is being charged. It's just like, oh my God. Like my son, there was an issue with the seatbelt, like the buckle, like with his car. So like it's $200 diagnostic fee. And if there's an issue, like let's say there's something in it, you're gonna have to pay for that. There was nothing wrong with it. It's just a faulty seatbelt. And I was like, $200 for you to take 5 minutes to see what's wrong with it?
Do you bitch about that when you go to the doctor?
Yeah, but you're not saving lives like with medicine.
So let me get this correct. And I'm just really busting your balls.
Yeah.
Seatbelt didn't work, so it didn't click in?
Didn't click in. Correct.
And so you took it to the mechanic?
No, so it was there for 30,000 mile. Like you had to get the fluids changed and everything, and it was covered. It's free. So when I was there and I asked him,
it wasn't free. He has a maintenance plan that he's paying for in his payment, but continue.
Yeah. In the end, it comes out to the dealer's favor.
It's in there somewhere, I promise. There is no free maintenance.
So I have free maintenance because I don't have a loan on it. It's paid, brand new. So I always
watch out. We got a badass over here.
I negotiate shit, boys.
Front and personal here.
I negotiate. So yeah. So the 30,000 mile, like the fluids, they were flushing the fluids and changing everything. And I was like, well, since we're here, there's an issue with it. And they're like, yeah, if we can't find it, it's $200. I'm like, but it's gonna take you 5 minutes. Like, yeah.
It may not take 5 minutes.
But it took 5 minutes, and they're like, "Yep, there was a faulty seatbelt, so we're ordering a new one." I was like, "Thank you." So I
Could
didn't
have
have
got
to
it on Amazon and done it yourself with one bolt and probably a harness.
So let me ask you this: what year is the vehicle?
2022.
2022, and it's got 30,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
What make is the vehicle?
Toyota RAV4.
Wow.
SRS airbag systems, which should be your airbag, your seatbelt, any of that stuff. Supplemental restraint system is usually covered 5 years, 50,000 miles.
Safety.
Unless you do some stupid shit like drop a fucking quarter in the seatbelt buckle, or you jam a bunch of shit under your seat and rip the wires out of something, something like that.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that we have to argue with people. It's like, well, Ford didn't put a rat in your fucking car to chew the wires up. They're not going to pay for this repair.
No.
It's not that when it comes to a warranty repair versus a non-warranty repair, it's okay. We're not going to charge you and it'll be warranty. And then with Ford, I can't really speak for other manufacturers because I'm institutionalized to Ford. I've been with them so fucking long.
Yabba dabba do.
Any kind of wiring damage or anything like that under warranty, you have to submit pictures of it. And they're going to see the little rodent teeth marks in the rat shit or, whatever.
Jism.
And they're going to go, yeah, that's not a manufacturer defect. Get the fuck out of here. We're not paying you for that claim. So then in the end of it, the dealer eats it. It's one of those, your repair is not free, even if it's warranty. Somebody's getting paid. Yeah. Ford has to pay the dealer for that claim. So, but that's one of the biggest things. It's like, I had somebody, it's been a couple years ago, they had rodent damage, squirrel or something get in there and chewed a bunch of wires up. Right, exactly. And when you tell the customer, the service advisor tells the customer, well, you've had rodent damage, you've had a rat or a squirrel or whatever get in under your hood or in your fucking car and it's chewed 3 or 4 wires up, blah, blah, blah. And that's impossible. I don't have rats in my neighborhood. I live in a gated community.
Yeah. How about a cigarette lady neighbor? Did she get in there and chew your wires?
Well, it's an insurance claim. It would be covered. Minus your deductible.
Depending on how much their deductible is, $500,
and depending on your car, you have a couple $1,000s in damage.
But car insurance, like auto repair, has gone through the roof.
Because the car repairs have gone up so much, insurance have to jack up the rates to make sure they can cover these fucking rape artists.
Well, let's not stop making fucking cars out of aluminum and shit that can't be repaired in a fucking financially responsible way.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a lot more expensive to fix body damage on a F-150 made out of aluminum than there is one made out of steel.
It's true. Well, you should see like Teslas. They're the worst. Because those electric vehicles, you have to disassemble the whole vehicle to fix some shit.
Tell me about it. I know all about it right here.
Robbie Stingle.
Yeah, see, Robbie knows. He don't have AC. He's got the 260 system or the 460 system. You roll the windows down 60 miles an hour, get your breeze.
Yep. Watch Robbie's videos. He sings some amazing songs while driving that Plymouth. It's a Plymouth, right?
But you ask about our labor rate. So our diagnostic charge is $185. And the normal repair labor rate is $220 an hour. And that's pretty standard for the Atlanta area of $200 to $250, maybe more depending if it's a more expensive manufacturer. So
remember the good old days, like 2 years ago, when it was like $125 an hour, 130.
Let's see. The dealer I'm at now, I started at in August of 2020, and when I started there, it was $135 an hour. And in 2 years, it went up from $135 an hour to $180 an hour, and then within a year of that, it went up to $220. And the diagnostic charge was $220 for about a year. Then they realized they were getting a bunch of people declining diagnostics, so they dropped it back down to 185. And contrary to popular belief, I cannot just plug a fucking computer in and the computer tells me exactly what's wrong with your car. That is not how it works at all.
These comments are killing me. Oh man,
it's good.
Bent Tom makes a good point. They stopped teaching auto mechanics in high school. It's a problem.
They did. That's part of it.
Yeah,
Don't you guys have continuing ed with what you do as well, though?
Do what?
Like you have continuing ed. Like there's like with different models, things change. Like you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it costs money for that. So part of it definitely makes sense. Like, hey, we have to train these people. We have to spend time and money into educating and teaching. So it makes sense.
Cheech, I have no idea because I don't live in fucking Canada.
Yep.
You know, Canada, you can't just turn 18 and go, I want to work on fucking cars and go get a job as a technician. They have like a process where you have to apply and get a apprentice license.
It's like
and
a trade.
You have to be an apprentice for so long, and then you have to go take tests and actually get your automotive technician's license in Canada. So, but you know, the whole teaching auto mechanics in high school thing, I don't really know how beneficial that would be nowadays. Maybe to cover basic shit about, you know,
brakes, oil change. Yeah.
Well, even brakes now. I mean, you've got electronic parking brakes that have to be disabled before you can pull the calipers off to swap pads. Because if you push the pistons in on a rear caliper, it's got an electronic parking brake. Yeah. You just fucking destroyed $1,000 caliper. Congratulations. You know, everything on vehicles is electronically controlled in some form or fashion. Yeah, so there you go. 5 years. I fucking love Renus.
Oh man. Well, this is real life, people. You can come here for life experiences, and we're not going to hold back. Fuck it.
It got real serious tonight with some of this insurance and labor price discussion. I like it.
I know, man. I just want to talk about Dream Theater. It's the only reason I came here.
I like it. Thank you.
Talk about Slipknot, talk about Metallica, little Lamb of God, whatever, dude.
Well, folks, it's been a hell of an evening. I'm dog tired. I've had a long day. I think we're gonna wrap shit up.
Thanks for letting me come in and fuck up the last hour of your show.
No, we love it.
Yeah.
It's one of the night. Good night. Thank you for coming and thanks to everyone from the chat for hanging out for a little bit on this Wednesday, mid-February, literally the fucking worst time of the year. So thank you for hanging out with us soon. It's going to get better out. Days will get a little longer, get a little warmer. It will get better soon. So thanks for hanging out. Make sure you get your Valentine's Day shit done. And make sure
what is Valentine's Day?
Some stupid day.
Where's the Uncle Laser Valentine's video?
Valentine's.
Kurt, how the hell we doing? Uncle Laser here, your boy Brian Buseman wanted me to give you a little fucking shout out here. Says you're a huge fan, which I fucking appreciate. I'm out here in Vegas myself. Says you've been spending a lot of downtime at the titter with very little luck penetrating panties. Well, I'm telling you right here. Listen, dude.
That's not it.
Kurt, how we doing? Your friend Brian want to get you a little cameo from Uncle Laser here. Said you're going to be blowing out spines, fucking nines and dimes for Valentine's Day. Sounds like you don't have a girlfriend. Sounds like you'll be spending a little lonely. But go on down to the titter. Head on down to your local titter. And encounter all sexual encounters you can. Look, I'm a fair guy of the art of the deal. I like to set a plan in motion. I don't like to just wine and dine and then maybe you get lucky. No. I like to go down to my local timeout, the old local titter down there, and throw a couple greenbacks on the table. Let the ladies know exactly what you fucking want. Right? It's just like picking off a goddamn buffet menu. Just go to town. And condoms? Who's wearing condoms? No, sir, not me, not I. Listen, STDs are a myth. I know that for a fact. So, happy fucking Valentine's Day, my guy. Listen, blow out backs, blow out wallets. But by God, boy, don't ever wear a fucking condom. If you're going to get an STD, that's just God's plan. So, y'all have a fucking incredible goddamn Valentine's Day there, and I'll see y'all on the other side.
Bitch!